Howdy guys. Right, approaching the end of October now, and I'm going to play around with something a little bit different today. Here in Lenswood, in the Adelaide Hills, and going to have a look at the creek down here and see if we can get some Mountain Galaxias on film. They're a small native fish, probably the most common native fish here in the Adelaide Hills. And I've done really well finding them here in the past. Might be quite early in the season for them. Generally going into summer is when I'll see them in the creek down here. It is a lovely little clear water creek. It does have water in it all year, although the levels do drop. It is beautiful and clear at the moment, so hopefully we'll be able to get some on film for you. Yeah, it's a nice little park here. It's called Lenswood Centennial Park. Yeah, I've caught the Galaxias here before in both bait traps and micro fishing them on tiny little hooks. I have caught them on film here before, so we're just going to try again. I don't actually own a GoPro. I've only got a cheap little action camera on a stick, essentially. But it's always got the job done in the past, well enough that you can see the fish. So yeah, that's the plan anyway, provided there's some fish around. There's only a couple of pools that I have generally found them in. One that's quite easy to get to, and then one that requires a bit more effort. So this is the one I normally see them in, down in here. So I'm just going to have a suss for a little bit and get back to you. I'll try and tuck a camera in down next to that submerged branch if there's some fish around. Alrighty, so I'm going to try and squeeze the camera down in this little headwater section of the pool here. It's quite deep in this end. We were just looking at this other end of the pool before. Got some nice undercuts on the bank here and a nice inflow, which has been really good for finding these Galaxias in the past. So this is basically my setup. I might bring the camera a little bit up that stick because the water's quite deep here, probably close to a metre. Yeah, I'll pop the camera in and we'll leave it and go for a walk up the creek and come back in 10-15 minutes, and then we'll try another spot. Got a few spots to try on this creek, and then we'll jump over the Torrens catchment as well. This is the creek's called Cockwash Creek, unfortunately named, really. Yeah, this one's Cockwash Creek. Got a few spots here, and then we'll jump over to Fox Creek on the Torrens catchment, which is also like crystal clear. Usually has some good aquatic vegetation in there as well. Yeah, probably not expecting to see much more than like Galaxias fry at this time of year, honestly. Alright, let's get this camera in the water. Alrighty, so we got the camera in and recording. I might come back in a little bit and swivel it around. So maybe it's pointing at one of the undercuts. Not sure what the quality is going to be like. I can't see any fish down here at the moment, but hasn't stopped me finding them in the past. So I'm going to try and just work my way along the creek here without falling in. It's a lovely little creek. I really enjoy this creek. I used to live in Lenswood and yeah, spent a lot of time just plugging around in here. We'll wander up that way and then come back in a little bit. Alright, we've just wandered up a little bit. I'm just going to keep my voice down a little bit. There are other park users here. It is a dog park at the end of the day. You can see it is quite a small creek, but there are these refuge pools dotted all along it that when we're in the full sort of grips of summer, these still hold a little bit of water. They're all probably sort of like knee to waist deep, the deeper pools. And even when the water flow completely stops, there's still those pockets of water for the Galaxias to sort of retreat back to. Once you go further down stream a little bit, going towards the Onkaparinga, the pools get quite a lot larger and quite a bit deeper, and Galaxias numbers are much higher. Yeah, so it is quite thick up through here. We're almost at the top end of the park, and it starts getting a little bit hard to get into the creek. The creek gets more and more overgrown, but you can see it is still down there. Yeah, we're pretty much right at the top of this creek here, almost at its headwaters. You come up this way to the top of the park. Once you go over the ridge line, or like over the set of hills in front of us, it turns into the Torrens catchment from the Onkaparinga catchment. So, and that's basically where Fox Creek starts, over the other side of the hill from here. So, yeah. Have seen Mountain Galaxias in both. There has been climbing Galaxias sampled in the past at like in Fox Creek. I think in the pool at the moment. Sorry, that broke my ankle. In the dam at the mountain bike park. I've never encountered them there myself, but apparently they are there. Yes, another one of those refuge pools down here, and there's another one in there, which I have microfished before. A little tough to get into at the moment though. But yeah, nice little pocket of water. Alright, I'll leave you be for the time being, and I'm just going to wander a little bit more, and then we'll head back to the camera. Alrighty, we're back at the camera. I haven't seen any fish on my little wander. So, I don't think we're going to do a gully here. I think I'm just going to pull the camera out. I'll review it later on. And we'll move down to the oval. Because I know that there is usually heaps of Galaxias there. And there's a bit more aquatic vegetation there too. Should have like Potomageton Ochreatus down there. Which should look good on the underwater footage. But yeah. I'll cut in some of this anyway. The water looks clear. The visibility should be good on the camera. We'll see once I review it. Yeah, we'll see you at the next spot. Alrighty guys, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do any filming here. There's a big family group right above the pool I want to stick a camera in. But we're here at this section of creek, at the oval. It looks great. There's probably not as much flow as I might have expected, but you've got the Potomageton Ochreatus there. It grows in nice little stands. It's a fairly clean bottom for the most part here. A little bit of silt, a little bit of gravel, a little bit of sand. I'm pretty sure that bright green plant mixed in with the Potomageton is Calatrus stagnatus or stagnalis. Yeah, I'm just going to have a wander down here. Stay away from the people for the most part. The pool I want to put a camera in is down there, down that way. But I don't want to interrupt these people. I haven't seen any fish yet. The water's a little cloudy down here. It's not too bad. Nice stick pile there that I could put a camera in. I might just wander back and forth along here for a little bit. There is the potential for anything to be in this section of the creek. I've seen goldfish down here. It's obviously a convenient dumping spot for people wanting to release their unwanted pets, which is a little unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. And I believe I've also seen perch recorded down here. Although I have actually tried fishing it and have not encountered anything. Yeah, this pool up here gets pretty deep along the bank, but it does go into private property down there. Again, I'm not visually seeing any fish. Normally if the Galaxias are about, you'll see a school or a group sort of just milling around. Nice little run down here. Yeah. Look, I might drop the camera in that stick pile down there for a bit, and then we'll jump over to Fox Creek, since I can't get to where I want to. the big pool that I wanted to film in. Got a camera in it at the moment, but it's changed dramatically. Yeah, but it's a nice little run of sort of like waterfalls and deeper holes through here. Very rarely actually see the Galaxias through this section though. It's kind of a case of noticed them after I've filmed or whatever, or if I put a bait trap in. But yeah, there's lots of I'll see if I can hook a bit with my hands for you. Lots of Potomac-eaten oak creatus in here. Just pop a bit out. It's a really nice green. Grows in tubers. Well, not tubers, but you know, it spreads and crawls across the bottom and creates big mats. Seems to prefer the flowing water when it gets in the still water. It kind of grows a bit of algae. So yeah. But yeah, we got the little action cam rolling at the moment in one of the upstream pools, and see if it catches anything. It's kind of dark. We'll see. So I have had some people roll up, but they're just going to have to deal with the weird bloke standing in the creek talking about plants. You can see the Potomac-eaten oak creatus down here. And it's big ribbons and big mats. Hoping this is not too deep for my gumboots. It's getting there, but yeah, you can see it grows en masse in this creek. It's good habitat at the very least. I do know they are here, so yeah. Kookaburra's laughing at me. Right. So I got the camera in the little run down here. Not really expecting it to catch anything, kind of just almost B-roll footage really. Yeah, this is a really nice pool here. Got a big bed of the Potomac-eaten down here. There's some calatrish and I think it's Persicaria in amongst it. Willows, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alrighty, we're back in the car. I gave that a crack down there. There's a couple of nice spots, but again, I didn't see any fish, so it makes it a little bit hard to point the camera in the right direction. I'm unsure of how the footage is going to come out. I had a quick look on the tiny little screen in the back of the camera, and it's okay. It looked a little cloudy. We'll see. I'm going to duck over to Fox Creek, 5-10 minutes from here. The water is normally like absolutely crystal clear there. There's a nice little culvert under the road with a big pool next to it. You can drop the camera in there and have a look. Alright, I'll come back to you when we're there.